So here we are. This is the camera in its box, as you can see, brand new, completely unopened, very nicely presented, has to be said. It really does look a nice camera as well. It's got that really interesting sort of white finish. A lot better looking camera in my view than the GoPro, the square silvery GoPro. A very boxy GoPro, and as you can see, it comes with a housing as well, which clearly protects it against weather, possibly water. I don't know, I haven't checked that yet, but it's clearly very nicely presented. If we look at the front of the box here, it's clearly showing that, if we look just here, look, that you actually require either the Sony wristband, which I've seen on the internet. It's a wristband that you wear to control it, and you get a live view of what's going on, because it doesn't have a viewfinder, or you can use a phone. Now, because I've got the Sony mobile phone, I'm hoping that that's going to work without any issue. Certainly hope so. And it's also showing here that you've got up to 50 megabits per second video recording, 120 frames per second, that the unit is splash proof, and it has the steady shot feature, so it obviously smooths out any bumpy, rough sort of video if you're going over rough terrain. It's showing here we've got various features: motion shot, live streaming, so it can stream video live. That looks pretty good. Stereo mic. I'm really hoping that the sound's going to be good on this. That's why I went for the stereo mic bit on here for this particular camera, because the sample I was shown was really good, and sound is pretty important for me anyway. And then we've obviously got the Wi-Fi certificate, various details on the back. So okay, so unboxing of products is not something I usually do when it comes to YouTube, but I find this process really helpful myself when I'm looking to buy something. So we'll give it a shot. So here's the camera. We've looked at it initially. We've had a bit of a look at the box. So you'll notice that the box is held together, or you may not be able to see that, with stickers holding the top and bottom of the box together. But if we go to the underside, it's actually easier to open it from the bottom, I find anyway, looking at this, and then drop the camera and the contents out of the box like that. So what we now have is the empty box. There we go, opened up like so, nothing in it, and then pop that to one side, and here's the actual camera. So this comes on its own little display stand, as you can see, and if we turn it over, it's actually screwed down. So we've got two screws holding it to keep them safe, and clearly there you've got your case and your camera very nicely mounted. And one thing I've noticed, I don't know whether the camera will pick this up, but it's got the words Zeiss, or Zeiss, however you pronounce it, which is the name of the lens, the Carl Zeiss lens that Sony use in a lot of their products, a lot of their camera products, as well as in their mobile phones now. So and a very nice big record button there on the top of the housing. So nice looking camera, really nice. I like that. It really does look quite sexy, that. Without going into too much technical detail about the camera itself, one of the things that has immediately become noticeable to me is there is no HDMI output, so there's no way of connecting it to a TV directly, and there is no microphone output either. So you're relying on the internal mic, which apparently is quite good sound, according to the my customer who sort of told me about this product. So hopefully the sound is going to be good enough, because unlike the GoPro, it doesn't actually have that connector on it. Also very obvious there, hopefully you can pick it up with a camera, we've got a Wi-Fi button, we've got an on-off button to switch it off. Obviously one of them switches on, the other one activates Wi-Fi, and then a little very tiny window there. I'm only going to struggle to see that, I'll be honest. to tell you whether the camera's obviously what mode it's in and whether it's streaming live or not to your device. But clearly you're totally dependent on either the wrist strap viewer that you can buy for this or your mobile phone. I'm hoping this is going to be okay with my phone. I've got a Sony phone anyway, so let's hope it's going to be okay. So that's the camera. There we go, nicely, very nicely presented. And then here is the remaining box that is on the bottom. So let's open this and see what you get in it. Here we go. So what we have here are Sony stickers. Don't know quite where I'm supposed to stick those. A lot bigger than the camera, so not really sure about that, but there we go, some stickers, and then quite a lot of paperwork here. In fact, a heck of a lot of paperwork. Let's just have a look. What is all this? So you've got your European guarantee, and then we appear to have a manual written in English, another manual in another language, looks like French, yeah, another manual in another language, another manual in another language, and then finally another manual which is for use of the waterproof case. That is a lot of manuals. So there you go. So some great bedtime reading there, especially if you're studying languages. And we've also got a little accessories mount, an accessories brochure there, little leaflet, so you can get a basic idea of what the accessories are. So talking of accessories, then we're now back down to the bottom of the box. I'm going to open that up now and see what accessories you actually get with it. So first of all, we've got a USB cable connector. That's clearly for connecting the camera to your computer to get your images off it. You've then got a little mount, a 3M sticky mount with a shoe on it for mounting the camera to something that you obviously want to stick the mount to. And then we've got another mount which is almost identical. In fact, I think it is identical actually. I can't really see the difference there. These both look to me to be the same. They are slightly different. This one's got they are slightly different. This one's got a bit of an arc to the underside, whereas that one's dead flat. So two mounts, and what we've got here, does look to be another mount. Open this up, and yes, it is. It's another mount. This is like a very large version of the GoPro type clips, with a screw on the underside there for obviously bolting the camera to it. That's quite interesting. Have a look, see what that does. And then finally, right at the bottom of the box, we have the Sony battery, which is obviously for the inserting into the camera. Now, I have been told by looking it up on the internet that these batteries don't actually last very long when compared to the charge time of the GoPro. So it'll be really interesting to see how this stacks up. I will try and get a couple of spares of these, as advised by people who have bought these before. So there we go. Let's just take that to one side and we'll have a look. So in addition to the manuals, there's the manuals. You get just 3 fittings here. Not sure how many you get with the GoPro, but we have 3 fittings, so you can get that okay. We get a USB cable connector, some very nice Sony stickers, which are clearly quite a bit bigger than the camera. There we go, quite a bit bigger. So 2 stickers and the camera itself. There we go. I will try and once I start using the camera, I'll try and upload a short burst of footage to see how it looks. But I hope that's been useful. Anyone looking to buy one of these, at least you know now what you get in the box. And my understanding is that they now do a box set that you get with the wristband if you want to use the monitor wristband with it. Hopefully, though, using a mobile phone should be okay. There we go. That's the Sony Sports Action Cam AZ1. There we go.